Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I will discuss a new topic, that is class and object in Java. Before enter the topic, in my previous video, one of my student asked me a question that, sir, why object-oriented programming is more secured than procedure-oriented programming? The answer is, in the characteristics of object-oriented programming, in there one is the abstraction. What is abstraction? Abstraction means data hiding, to hide some data from others. So this abstraction is not present in the procedure-oriented programming. So the object-oriented programming is more secure than the procedure-oriented programming because of the abstraction that is called the data hiding. So today I will discuss the topic, that is object and class in Java. What is class? Class means it is the main features of Java, and class is the heart of the Java. Class is very much important for Java because of, if you write any types of program in Java, the main first part that you write, that is a class name. So class name is very much important. Now here I write example of a basic Java program. First one, that is class. You in here the class example, I can write any types of name here. Class, your name, class, your school name, class 1, class 2, whatever. That is your choice. What type of example do you need for a class? Class 1. So first part is that public static void main string argument, then system.out.println. This is the basic Java program, and here important, that is the class. Class is the first part here, and class is present in the above of the program. Without class name, any program can't be executed. So the class is very much important in the Java program list. Then it comes, that is object. What is object? In the previous video, I discussed about the definition of the object. So what is object? Object is a real world entity. In the object, that is two term here, that is the called is, first one is the state and the second one is the behavior. Object is real world entity, and here is the state and behavior also. So what is the example of object? Here we can, if we can write the first term, that is identity, second one is state, and the third one is the behavior. So identity, state and behavior. So here in the object, here we can see an example, that is the object has only two, the main part, that is state and the behavior. So the identity means here we can present the name of the dog. Okay. State means dog has state, that is breed, age and the color. And behavior, bark, sleep, eat. So this is the basic example of object. Object create from where? Object create from class. Class, first class declared, then from the class, from class we can find the object. Okay, another example we can see in here, that is first one, that is identity, the second one, that is state, and the third one, that is behavior. So what is the example? The example is lamp. Lamp has only two state, that is number 1 on and the number 2 is off. And the behavior, you can turn on the lamp or turn off the lamp. This is the two main example of the object. Object is find from class. In there is a important question here, that is class is called an object factory. It is a very much important question for your board exam and your class exam also. That what question is? That is, here we can see a new term, that is factory. What is factory? Factory means huge bulk of things manufactured there. From the class we can create object in huge bulk. Huge bulk means we can create object from class in as per user requirements. That means from class we can create object as per our requirements or as per user requirements. There is no limit about to create an object from the class. For this reason, class is called a object factory. Now we can see the basic difference between a object and a class. Now here we can see the basic difference between a class and a object. What is the first point? First point, that is the object is an instance of a class and class is the blueprint of the object. What is blueprint? Blueprint means when we create a house, before creating the house we can create or we can make a pre-planned part. The pre-planned part is called the blueprint. So the class is the main blueprint and blueprint of the program, and from which objects are created. From class we can create the objects. Then the second point is object is called the real world entity, and the class is a group of similar types or type of object. For this reason I told before that the class is called the object factory. So here class is a group of similar types of object, and now there is object is created many times and class is declared once. And objects in previous also I told that from the class we can create n number of objects or we can create any objects as per user expectations. So we can created many times or many number of objects, and class is declared only once. And the last point, that is object is created through the new keyword and class is created to class keyword. The example is that the class, we can declare the class any name. To which keyword we can use declare an class? The keyword is the class keyword, and the from class we can create object. So the class student s1 is equal to new student. From new keyword we can create the object. The object name is the s1. We can create n number of objects, or we can create n number of objects from the class name, that is student, and we use which keyword? The keyword is the new. So the new is a keyword, class is a keyword, and here student is a class name. So from the class name we can create the s1 object. So this is the example of class and a object, and this is the basic difference between a class and object. This is very much important for your school exam as well as your board exam. So if you want, you can screenshot here and you can read it after. Now we can see the important question from this topic. That is, first one is what is class and object, difference between both of them, that means class and object, that was screenshot before. And the number 3, the most important question, this is the most important question, that is why class is called an object factory. So if you really love this video, to like this video and share it with your friends, subscribe my channel, stay tuned with my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Tata.